Welcome to the Motley Croc Show, 6/21/22. Here we are. Another week has gone by pretty fast, actually. So I don't really know, man. It seems to be like I fall asleep and wake up, and we're at the show again. It seems that way. It's always like a whirlwind pyramid. Things just seem to fly and fly and fly. So, with that being said, we probably have some cool stuff to talk about. Let's see who's coming in. What's up, Michelle? How you doing? Michelle's here so far. Greg, let's get rolling. What's up, Craig? It's good to see you, man. Anything new in the world of Craig? Anything at all? Anything going on? Anything? Let me look here and see if we have anything special coming on here. I told we might have Jeff tonight, I'm hoping. We might have Jeff. I just told him to let him know that he's more than welcome to come in if he wants to. What's up, Michael? How you doing, man? Good to see you. But anyways, yeah, it was a long week. It's been a long week of heat. The heat's been really bad. Obviously, I don't know for those of you in Florida, I think you understand what that's like. 107 index, man. 107.
Today didn't feel that bad.
No, today wasn't too bad. But this past week was really, really crazy. What's up? You just working too, Craig? Good. Craig's been working. Yep, we're all kind of just doing the same thing. But yeah, it was just like hot. I mean, you go outside, it was hot. Then it would rain, and then it would pass, and then it would steam, and there would be like all this just bullshit, steam and heat and sweat. It was horrible at the park.
It was disgusting. The
park was horrible. For those of you, if you're outside in Florida, it's just hot as hell, especially during this time of the year. And we're not even in August yet. Isn't that like the hottest part of the year in Florida, August, I think?
Yeah. August is definitely the worst.
Is it like that in New York too?
No.
What's the hottest month in New York City?
July. But my mother said that, was it yesterday, day before yesterday? I think I told you that it was like 52 degrees.
What's up, Ange? Yeah.
It's like 52 degrees in June.
Wendy, what's up? Good to see you. You went to the concert last night. Was that any good? Shirts on the way. And picture soon. So, on that note, Wendy, I said I wanted to be at the concert. I hope it was good because I dropped a good amount of money to go to Jacksonville on July 2nd. So I'm going to go hit the concert in Jacksonville on July 2nd. If anybody else is going to come along there.
Timmy Riffle.
I think we got Timmy Riffle coming in. Hold on one second. Let me just check this out real quick. What's up, Timmy Riffle?
That's Timmy Rifle.
Oh.
Yeah, we're both blind.
Whatever. I don't know if you remember to see my show, The Gator Guys, that I was on.
Yes, Timmy Rifle. Yep. Yeah, Jimmy's been out and about doing some stuff and getting his stuff ready. So he's been off board for a little bit because he's been really tied up, but that's all right. So we have Timmy Rifle instead.
Next best thing.
So Wendy said that the concert was good. She went and saw Joan Jett, Poison, Def Leppard, and Motley Crue. She said it was good. Got me a shirt. I love you for that, Wendy. You rock. And we have Michelle. She said, what concert? It's the Motley Crue concert. For sure. And I'm going to go to Jacksonville on the 2nd, and I'll be seeing it in Jacksonville. You want to go, Jeff?
The 2nd of
July. I mean, Joe and I'll be there. I hope Joe's
If I can find something to do with the dog, I'll go.
You better get on and grab some tickets, homie.
I was gonna say he got kicked out of freaking out of daycare, so out of the what is it called? The place where they said the kennel.
Your dog got kicked out of the kennel?
Yeah. He bit some lady in the back, but it was her fault. She was running away from him. So he's a bull terrier. That's what they do. They jump and they
fight people and they do stuff like that.
Awesome. Michelle, he's a bit of a nightmare. He's a handful. I don't know if you're up for that. He's a handful. He's
definitely Jeff's dog. I can put it to you that way.
He's got more energy than even I do, man. That thing it's like a toddler and a dog.
Yeah, but he listens to you. I think he would straight up rip someone's head off that he didn't.
Me and Danielle too. That's like, his mama now. He would kill for her.
That's what I'm saying. He's like nobody else can mess with him.
Oh, without a doubt.
One of those dogs that just have to. I'm surprised he even goes to daycare and functions where there's being out of his home.
He did. We were in the Everglades, and they called us and said that that Captain was no longer welcome. That he could stay the next couple days that we had him booked for, but he was no longer welcome in the daycare. I guess what happened was they were out running around in the yard, and the lady was playing rough with him, and she ran away. And Captain, he jumps. I mean, that's what bull terriers do. And he got her in the back. I mean, it wasn't like injurious or anything like that. He just, nipped her. Does to me all the time. No big deal. But
You see that, Jeff? Right now.
you're aggressive dog. Yeah, I do see it. Oh, my eyes twitching. I didn't get enough sleep last night. Hey, Craig. I don't think so. July 17th. I don't know. And because I'm kind of saving everything for Daytona. But I'm about to hopefully have a lot of eggs. I don't want to count my chickens before they're hatched or my snakes.
All right, let me see here. I got to do something real quick, Jeff. Hold on. I got to forward something over.
Right,
I think my sister's in Tennessee. And I guess she texted me, and I was like, Joe's like, hey. So let me give her a link real quick.
Yeah, no worries. I'm going to try to go, Craig.
I want you to go on the second, bro. That's what I want.
to go, dude. I haven't been to a show in a long time.
Yeah, well, Jeff has a Spuds McKenzie dog, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'd bring him out, but then he'll make me crazy, and you guys will hear me not be very nice to my dog. I yell at him a lot. I have no choice, though, so I tell him I'm going to drown him in the tub at least once a day.
That's okay.
Yeah, he knows I wouldn't do it. I honestly love that dog more than any dog I've ever had. So.
No, I know you're into him. It's cool, man. But, let's see. I work with a number of tough dogs. I dog sit for a living. Well, that's
cool.
good. That's good, Michelle.
Are you in Tampa, Michelle?
Okay. Send them to Michelle. What's that?
Are you in Tampa, Michelle? Because I always need a dog sitter who can put up with the captain.
I have 80 pounds in staff with the bite history that I said for so far.
Yeah, he tried to eat Ricky Martin a couple weeks ago. Ricky came over and the dog just straight up tried to eat him.
It's awesome.
He's scary looking though, Ricky Martin.
Yeah, that's true. He thought he was a terrorist, maybe.
Mr. River.
Cool. That's awesome. I message me your number because I need people that are, not just gonna get mad at him and drown him in the tub because that's my job.
Don't you trank him though?
I do actually. When I have clinicals in the morning, I get up at 4 a.m. Well, I did anyway. I don't think I'm going to this semester. That's done, thank God. And I give him 200 milligrams of trazodone by prescription, and I take one, and we fall off to sleep together. Otherwise, he'll wake me up like 4 times in the night to go to the bathroom or whatever. Any noise he hears, he thinks it's something he's got to go do, and he'll try to go outside.
This is interesting because I know that dog, and I'd like to see how that goes. And he's a lot older. he's a lot more skilled now.
We got him all riled up at Repticon. That dog
he was having a good old time though.
He was having fun. His tail was wagging. The people at Repticon were none too happy. He was, he didn't get asked.
He thought he was at a rock concert. I swear to God, it was awesome.
Oh, he's nutty. And like I said, I love him. He's a sweet, cuddly dog, and he's got those 2 speeds.
But not to Ricky.
Asshole.
He's not like that to Ricky.
No, he doesn't want to cuddle Ricky. He actually wants to sink his teeth into Ricky.
Man,
he likes the dark meat.
He does. Ricky is pretty dark these days. I saw him posing in a pair of shorts.
Oh, is that
naked shotgunning alligators by a pool?
Yeah, I didn't think the shorts were short enough to really bring that picture home.
I agree with you.
Yeah, he needs little cutoffs with the pockets sticking out, like from the early '80s type.
Oh man, like his grandpa used to wear.
Exactly. See, he's his grandpa's kid.
Yep, is when his grandpa used to wrestle gators in the little shorts. Thanks, Kayla. Yeah, happy Tuesday. It is for us. It's pretty cool. She said she sits for a group of 12 dogs at once, and one is on trazodone.
Nice.
Joe and I worked
Xanax too, by the way.
I work out at a one of our friends owns an awesome dog place called the Dante's Den in Sarasota. So they do rescues and forever homes and stuff. And I'm currently working with some aggressive dogs out there. We've done really well with. We have an Akita out there, and it's done amazing. Joe and I have been out there a few times. Doberman. And there's a couple other ones there that need some work that are they're teeth sinkers, but that's what we do. And that's what I do on the side is I go out and work those animals down.
Doberman's come a long way.
You can come work with Cap anytime you want.
Yeah, he'd probably try to kill me in your house. I mean, there'd be a lot of
you're bigger than Ricky, so you'll be all right. You know, the trick is you just got to raise your voice. I get the big voice out. My neighbors probably think I beat my kids or something because he'll be doing something.
I can imagine you, Jeff, doing that. I can imagine.
Motherfucker! Shut the fuck
up. I can imagine.
I tell him all the time, I was like, you are the biggest asshole ever. Yeah, he doesn't have separation anxiety. He does eat my stuff, though. He ate tons of Emily's stuff, but I don't care about that.
He is a really cool looking dog. Have you ever seen him?
No.
He's like he's like a Spuds McKenzie, bro. Do you remember old Spuds? No.
He's white with he's got a black eye.
He's got that cool ass one. Yeah,
he's got that just long, like Spuds.
He's got that long black or that long face. He's cool looking. He really is.
I can hear him whining if he knows he's talking about him.
Yeah, he's a good looking dog.
He really is.
Isn't he there now with you now?
Huh?
Isn't he there with you now?
He's in the bedroom. I'll bring him out. Hold on.
Yeah, bring him out so you can show everybody this fucking nut job. He is a nut job dog. He's pretty cool. He's a good dog. He's wild though, bro. Like he's wild.
Oh, guess who's here? Troy's on. It's Troy.
Yeah, you want to bite me?
Come on. Come here. Show him your toy. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Hey, Spuds McKenzie.
Boy. This is how solid he is, dude. He's like a muscly football.
He looks great. Look at him, dude.
He is. He's can you sit down, please? Thank you. Good boy.
Ricky Martin's here. He said that fucker tried to kill me the other day.
What happened? Oh shit! Look at that. Bought me right in the eye with his dildo toy. Look at this thing. Wait a minute.
Oh shit!
But it's the only toy he hasn't destroyed yet.
What happened? What'd you do though, Ricky? Why did he do that, man? I mean, I think probably because, but he is a good looking dog though. I'm just not sure how he would do. I mean, around other, you know what I mean, Jeff. It'd be it takes a particular person to watch a dog like him. He's a bullheaded dog. You can tell.
Did you ever meet Emily's dog, the Bloodhound, that she got at the same time I got Captain? Captain went to play with him and he grabbed a hold of his Bloodhound ear and his teeth pulled down it, so it put a big rip in his ear.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's when I was down south with Danny, so she stuck him in the kennel, Captain, not the other freaking dog. And I came home and there was like blood all over the walls. Guess who had to clean it up? Me.
So Ricky was just living.
Yeah, he was just
he tried to pet him.
Ricky things.
I tried to pet him. That's it. That's what we got from Ricky.
Yeah, he tried to heavy pet him. It's totally different.
Oh, you did some heavy petting, Ricky?
Yeah. He was looking for the red rocket.
It is a good dog. It's a cool looking dog, man. No doubt he's badass. I remember when I first saw him there, I'm like, oh shit, Spuds McKenzie. It's the first thing I thought of.
And he was
matter of fact, isn't there one in the Tone Loc video, Funky Cole Medina? Isn't there a Spuds McKenzie dog?
There's one on Friday too, and like next Friday.
Yeah, Chico.
And of course the Target dog. Anybody who was born after like 1997 calls him the Target dog.
What do you call it?
The Target dog, like they have a little one for Target. It's like
yeah, that's right, for Target. Yeah.
Bullseye.
Yeah, the RCA dog. Isn't that the same thing? Oh no, the RCA dog's a go.
Isn't the RCA dog? Yeah, Jack Russell Terrier.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I like
Budweiser. I know you do, Ricky.
That's exactly what Ricky said. Don't kill me, bro.
How'd you stop it? What happened?
I just grabbed him around the neck and put him in his room. I don't take any shit off that dog. There's no way. You know, I don't beat him. Like I don't mercilessly.
I mean, you can. You probably should use a hickory stick.
Yeah, Danny pinches him. It's pretty funny. He does not like it at all when he fucks up. She pinches him. He goes right down and sits. Like he's like a petulant child. That's what he is. You know, he's crazy until somebody checks him on it. And like when he's you know how dogs do that thing when you're trying to walk down a hall they get between you. I just hip check them right into the wall. I was like, don't do that. I go first. I'm the dad. I don't think he'd taser you, Ricky.
Well, so listen. So one night I was over there. I took a snake over for Ricky, and he has a Great Dane.
Oh, the horse.
A rather obnoxious one at that. And I guess one of his boys opened the door, and I took the snake above my head, and I was holding it way up over top of me, and the dog was trying to grab it. Ricky remembers this. Now, if Ricky had the snake, the dog would have clearly got the snake. So I'm like, what the fuck did you let the horse in the house for? So now you know, Ricky, what happens when the dog fucks up your whole day.
That thing's like a Clydesdale.
It is. My mom has one. They're big dogs.
Yeah, he's a sweet dog. He's just crazy.
Yeah, they're pretty big. He has a big Great Dane. My sister used to have an Irish Wolfhound Saint Bernard mix. I think it was 260.
Damn.
It was huge. When it stood up on its hind legs straight up, it was almost 7 feet. It was just ridiculous. 6'6", 6'5". It was unbelievable. I'll show you. It was unbelievable. That dog was ridiculously big, and it was an accidental breeding. Friends of theirs they bred the there's your cat. That's cool. They bred the
cat.
I believe the Irish Wolfhounds, and then it jumped in and somehow hit one of their Saint Bernard before it was ready, and they ended up with these dogs. But it was a big dog. Yeah, King Corsos are really big dogs too.
I love King Corsos.
I
love all big dogs.
So Joe's wanting to buy one of those too to go with his other animals. So we'll find him living under a bridge in Tampa with his dogs, sitting on a 5-gallon bucket.
Something to keep him warm, though.
What's that?
Well, something to keep him warm. We'll have all those dogs, and nobody will mess with them.
It's weird. I was reading some of those rental things. Some even apartments now, certain apartments, and they have breeds that they will not let rent to you with. Pitbull for sure.
Yeah,
Siberian Husky, German Shepherd, King Corsos, Press Canarios, Rottweilers.
Rottweilers are a big one. They don't like their Rottweilers. Yeah, when I rented my house when I first moved here, I just told him that Earl. Remember Earl, my pit bull? I just told him Earl was a mixed breed, terrier mix. They never saw him because it was like a big. Don't show your asshole to everybody. Come on, stop. Here, show me your pretty face though.
Does the dog like him?
The dog goes after the cats. I think he wants to play with them, but he's so rough they don't want anything to do with him. He's always got scratches across his nose and stuff, and he goes after the sulcata too.
How's that big bastard doing?
He's doing great, man. He's so good. He's gotten to the point where Danielle brings him all her like old vegetables, not just hay. So whenever her car pulls up, he's so smart, dude. He walks right up. When he hears that car, he walks right up to the fence and waits for his veggies. That is a smart tortoise.
Wait to go out the gate. He wants to sneak out.
Oh, he snuck out a couple times. He got out. But once I listened to you, I got a trash can, just threw it on its side, and the thing never tried to dig out again.
Yeah, they love garbage cans, man.
Yeah, I got to get him a new one. He destroyed that one over the last couple of years.
He has Joe has a couple names for him. I'll let him go ahead and tell you what he calls them. He won't do it on the air, but
I can't do it on the air. But they belong in garbage cans.
What, sulcatas?
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't like them.
I hate them.
Yeah. Did you see their auction in the Galop at what's up, Danny? They're auctioning the Galop at Crocfest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Heideckers. He produced it. It's a good animal.
Nice. But you could probably buy a Galop for half of what that's going to go for at Crocfest. So, they're all.
I don't know. They usually, they sell for about 5 G's.
Yeah, that's about right.
They sell for about 5,000 as hatchlings now, 5 and 6 depending.
It'll probably go for about 8 at the auction.
Yeah, I've seen everything goes there for so much more than it's worth, which is good. It's their way of donating and outbidding each other and having fun and whatever.
Yeah.
Are you going down there?
I'd love to, but again, I got dog problems, so
take him with
you. Take him with me. Yeah, I'm actually walking really close to a croc pond, and then it's not my fault if he gets bit. You're like, oh well, guess I'll get another dog.
That's awesome.
Those hotels in Homestead are all dog friendly.
Yeah, but he's not a friendly dog. That's the problem. He's bark all day. When he hears like my neighbors talking, He barks when he hears, anything. He is just he's alert. Like, look, he's trying to love on the cat here. Wait, hold on. See, and he wants to love on the cat, but the cat's just like, eh.
He's like, the cat looks at him like, get out of here, man.
Oh yeah, they just think he's an idiot. I'm pretty sure, like, whenever they knock stuff on the floor off the table, I'm pretty sure they do it so he'll eat it and choke on it. Like, it's a plot. It's definitely a plot from the cats.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I was just wondering. That's going to Crocfest is going to be going. I think it was the 25th.
Yeah, this weekend, Saturday.
Yeah,
I got you going, or
what's that?
You going?
No, I'm having a roof done on my house.
Nice. It's more important to have a roof, especially with rainy.
It really is. I mean, and I've done a lot of Crocfest. I'm just, I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't think there'll be a lot of there'll be your regular people there that are like part of it that have to be part of it. Most of the ones that live there, but I don't think you'll see a lot of people there.
Really? Time. That's a shame. Has it been getting that? The last one I went to was at Gatorama, so it's been a minute.
Yeah, there were some good ones. I mean, I don't know. It's just, sometimes if you take away the authenticity of some of them and
for sure,
make them too over the top, then they just become.
They're definitely
it kind of loses its cause,
Yeah, no, I get it, and yeah.
Yeah, it's down. It's going to be in Homestead. I mean, it's as far as you can get. I mean, really.
Yeah.
I mean, we go down there a lot. There'll be a couple of guys that work with me over at the park. They're going. Flavio definitely will be there. He's part of
He's always there.
The group. Well, it's the three of them. So definitely Kurt. I'm not sure. I think Colette will be there too. She usually.
Yeah. I'm sure Colette will. Doesn't she run it or part of it?
Yeah, her, Kurt, and Flavio are pretty much the on that one there. Yep.
Cool. Yeah, I'm sure
Tampa and Gatorland Fest were good. Yep, they were decent. Tampa was, I don't know, it was too much for me.
Social media for me.
Yeah, there was a lot of social media there, and then a lot of the people that were there, I don't know, it was weird. It was just a different setting. Yeah. But I have been to some fun ones. Gatorama was a good one.
I like Gatorama. I had fun at Gatorama, and
speaking of the devil,
speaking
of the devil.
What's up, homie? Look at that. What's up, Flavio?
How you doing, man?
Good. Long time no see.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while.
Been a minute. I've been ducking and hiding.
Yeah, so that's exactly what we were talking about. So Flavio's remote from Sarasota. Brittany is remote from Tennessee.
Hey, Brittany.
Hey, Brittany.
Yeah, we were just talking about Crocfest, and I'm not sure if it'll be as big as the ones that were normally, but it'll be okay. I think it'll be all right. But you definitely will see Flavio there.
He's a Crocfest staple.
Yeah, always. I think this is so I don't know if you guys know about Crocfest. So about 13 years ago, we had this barbecue. Babs was pregnant at the time, right before we had Adeline, and that's where we came up with the concept of Crocfest. So pretty cool. About this time, 13.
Wasn't everybody just drinking? And you said, "Hey, if everybody throws $10 in a hat, we can raise money." No, that's how it started.
That's how it started.
There's a lot of myths and bullshit out there though about how it started, but that's not how it started.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bullshit out there, but it's interesting. Once you cut through all of it, you can figure it out.
Yeah.
What's up, Corey? Corey's here now too. That's cool. Dan.
What's up, Corey?
Late to the party. Craig Warren's here. Flavio, he said, "What's up?"
Yeah. Gatorland alumni.
Yep, that's exactly. Yep, that's exactly it. So I always get Craig. Craig was down and out for a little while. I didn't see him for a little bit on the show, but then he started making it back, and it's been better ever since. But, yeah, so Crocfest is going to be this Saturday. What's the time, Flavio? Just so we can be clear, it's starting at
right around 1:00. Another cool thing we're doing. Tom Crutchfield is opening up a couple of tours on Friday and Saturday. So Saturday morning, I think we're going to try to do one at 10, and then one at 11:00 before it gets started. So if anybody's interested in going to Tom Crutchfield's, we'll have that on the Eventbrite page. It's going to be $25 donation to go. It's going to be about an hour-long tour, and he's got 10 stations where he's going to be doing training of reptiles, everything from his his croc monitors and everything else, his snakes, a little bit of everything. So curious to see what he's going to show us.
Can you get me his autograph?
Sure.
Well, yeah. So yeah, if he's doing tours there, and then the day, and then it's going over to the alligator farm, correct?
Yeah, so we'll be at the Everglades Alligator Farm. If you're not familiar with it, it's almost right outside of the Everglades National Park. And then Friday night, a bunch of us are getting together too, and we're going to go out herping.
Oh man,
Whole general area.
just for that.
Yeah, I'm. There's a little spot I always go to. There's a snake that's pretty cool, a water snake down there, Capressicata. It's pretty cool. So that'd be
Oh,
fun.
very cool.
Yeah,
John
so,
Cicada.
birds.
Yeah, he's a good singer.
Yeah.
A press Cicada, John Cicada.
Friday night, huh?
I remember seeing John Cicada when we were kids. He used to walk on Miami Beach and his
He had
little.
the hairdo, man. He had the hair.
I remember that suck.
Yeah.
So Dan has herpes. He said here, I have herpes. Damn it.
Oh.
And then Corey said, and hey to you, Brittany.
Hey.
But if you're going to be down there by 4, he said it's going to be Friday and Saturday in the morning. For a $25 donation, you can go to Tom's property and walk around and stuff and learn how to train dragons and things like that.
Yeah.
Just so you weren't listening, Dan. So even if you get down there at 4 o'clock on Friday night, or you going 4 o'clock on Saturday, you'll still be able to go to Crutchfield's and pet a snake.
He's waiting on a dumb girl.
Oh boy, don't do it, man.
Oh, Dan, the
Don't
truth
do
comes
it,
out.
man.
Flavio's laying it out.
Yeah.
Who's he waiting on?
I'll let him explain it. Who you waiting on, Dan?
Come on, Daniel. Let us know. Don't be shy. He's like,
Really?
oh, fuck. I mean, I'm not getting this out till 4 p.m. on Saturday. Oh, well, but let me tell you what's going to happen by 4 p.m. on Saturday. Everybody will be murdered by mosquitoes by that time. So you'll be showing up real late to that party.
Or drunk, or
You know,
both.
we had it at the Everglades Alligator Farm, probably I think in 2015 or 14, and the mosquitoes weren't that bad. Same time of year, we just put these big fans out, and it kept that.
Move them around.
Yeah, it'll be. It's just Everglades, man. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Just when we used to go down there and hunt the caimans along those canals next to the jail, you get out of the car, bro.
I was there. I remember that.
Remember that shit? You're like, you turn around, it looks like you're just wearing armor.
I remember
It's
Justin
black.
waist deep in that canal,
Yeah.
getting that little caiman with the snap tail.
I got him still.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah, we waited. Justin and I, we hunted that thing for a couple years.
I
We
remember.
finally got it. It was pretty quick. It would always go into the culprit into the jail side.
Yeah, remember the jail guards came out. We walked up to Troy. He's like, they go, "Can we help you?" He goes, "Not at all." Just turned around and kept doing his thing.
He said he just told me he was coming down. So, he sent it to me privately. I can't tell you guys. It's top secret.
Oh boy, I need to know now.
I'll tell you later.
It's somebody in the business.
Man, we got shot at down there that one night too. It was me, you, Nate,
I remember.
Coda.
Yep, we were down there and we were off in the tree farm and somebody had enough and they fired a round off. Flavio was pretty cool though. He said, "Well, I guess that means it's time to leave." And we got out of there. But yeah, there was a lot. There was a whole, like you cut through. Do you remember? Were you there the night we found the jackfruit? It looks like big dragon balls, like that big.
Yeah, I haven't found dragon fruit. I was there the night we found the lychees.
Yeah, I remember the lychees. Yep. Me and Jeff we came up off this levee and we came up this backside one time, and we ended up in the reservation.
Yes, we did.
And I said,
we ended up by
we
Max.
need to keep on moving is what we need to do. This is not where you want to be right now.
Ricky Martin was with us too, right?
Yep.
And we were a little nervous. I had my hand on my gun. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, man. When it gets like that, it gets crazy. But that's the night Ricky got bit in the leg by that Burmese in the hotel room.
That's right.
Do you remember that? He was messing with it. He was free handling and he got nailed.
Video one time on the show. That was hilarious. We told him don't take it out, and boom, right in the leg.
Is Nate still alive? Yeah, he's somewhere out there in the Smoky Mountain rain. He's still alive. I've been wondering about that. Damn. Hold on now. I heard jackfruit. Now I have my attention. Yep. Well, I can't disclose the information where it's at while we're live on the show, but I do know where it's at. Brittany, what's to say here about a Bigfoot you saw out there or something?
No,
I know you didn't see one. I know you never saw one, so they're not there. But yeah, go ahead. Tell us about it. Tell us about what's not there.
in the Smoky Mountains, Tennessee.
Oh, look at that.
There you go.
Yeah,
Biden country. Look at that.
I'm out in
No,
Bigfoot,
Michelle, he's still in Florida.
out in Bigfoot country. So there's
Have you seen any yet, or is it? I bet you. Can I bet you? Your old person's Buick.
You look tired.
That you won't see one before you leave.
You're probably right.
Okay.
You're probably right. I'm not
I mean,
gonna sit here and pretend with you. But I will say downtown's really cool. They have like every store has Bigfoot, and they have like the giant 8-foot like fresh cut oak tree log Bigfoot everywhere. There's a store that's just dedicated to Sasquatch. It's Smoky Mountain Sasquatch.
I think me and Jimmy were there. I think Jimmy and I went there.
You know
Bought
what you got to get a big dummy Sasquatch and strap it to the hood of your car like you just back a Sasquatch.
Like Henderson's.
Funny.
Well, the best part is we had a little visitor come to the property last night.
Raccoon.
Bear, probably a bear.
It was. We have
I was hoping it was a gray.
the bear.
Yeah,
trap.
me too. Actually, come to think of it, a gray. That would be awesome. A little visitor,
Can you
a
guys
little
see it?
naked gray. What is that?
That's a bear footprint.
Oh yeah.
It's a barefoot.
So he came up because it's kind of like what we grew up with back home.
Sure, it's not a squatch.
No, it's not a
So
Bigfoot.
what's
It's
John?
Squatch.
Yeah, was it John?
no.
He's got
It's
bear-sized feet.
the bears. They come right up, and they like even the owners of the cabin have pictures of the bears on their. So
Now is that cabin haunted? That's what I want to know. Is that a haunted cabin?
we hear things that creak up there, but I don't think it's haunted. But
Can you get in? Can you crawl up in the attic and look around?
There isn't an attic. There's a room, like they've made a bedroom in the attic.
Do you
So
sleep up there alone? If you're a real investigator, you'd sleep up there alone without John,
I'd have to.
with no lights on.
No lights on. I will show you though, like I'll send you guys a picture. So like in the wood, in the one bathroom where you sit, there's a face that stares at you. Really weird.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah,
For
it's
those
just
of you that don't know, Flavio has
Guardian.
the most interesting bathroom in America.
I do.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a time. It's like the hot tub time machine in there.
Oh,
There's pictures and collections from everything in there.
yeah.
When you go in there, so many things in that bathroom. You don't want to leave. You want to read every article. I mean, everywhere. There's photos and articles and beads and Mardi Gras beads and collectibles and kidney stones and everything. Just everything's in there.
awesome.
It is pretty neat.
I don't want to go too far or
It's
I'll
a
lose my
Lion Eye tour.
You
see.
could definitely do one.
Flavio's bathroom.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, there's even a log where your shit log where you can write down what it looks like, describe how long it was. You know. Maybe I
Yeah,
need to
you
put
have
a
to read
timer.
that when you're in there. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
If you see anything rare,
I think I saw worms in it, stuff like that. There's all kinds of shit written in there.
Oh, look.
it's
Look what
haunted.
I saw.
What is it?
The claws on the window.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Oh, that's Squatch claws.
That's
will
definitely a squatch.
watch
You should take a picture of that and put it.
Bring it down to the Squatch store.
So let's see that this is my
Say
height where it
something
was.
was getting in my window. Do like a discovery special. It was at my window.
Look at him clawing up here. Look at this.
That's crazy.
That's so cool.
He smelled something good.
I saw recently. I don't know who sent it to me or where it was,
It's poop.
but I think it was on. Might have been TikTok. A grizzly bear. Like so, they had a security camera in their house, and the grizzly bear just straight up slammed the front door off the hinges. It flew into the house, like the door blew off like an explosion. You didn't see anything, and then all of a sudden, this gigantic brown bear's head comes in, looks around like this, and he walks through the door and he has to squeeze through. But when you see that footage, the door hits and just flies into the living room. It's he hits it with such force, and he just went like that, just bopped it, but he knocked it all the way in, and then it was nothing was there, and you're like, what was that? And then you see the face look in, you're like, holy shit! Can you imagine being in there?
No.
Fuck, and now you couldn't get away, bro. That would be horrible.
It's like the Great Outdoors with John Candy and Dan Aykroyd.
Oh yeah, classic.
The bear, great.
Bobcat.
Oh, you saw it too, Ma. It's fine. If you find it again, forward it to me again, and I'll send it over to Flavio. He'd be interested in that. Trying to make sure I remember to attend y'all's like every week. Yeah, it says Facebook user, so I don't really know who it is, but it's a Facebook user. But anyways, but
Somebody.
yeah, so that was kind of neat too, though,
too,
Flavio. I'm
Michelle.
going to rip the door off.
There's a video of a woman who was getting ready to leave for work, and she had like a screened-in patio like the porch patio that led into her main house door, and she had the camera, and the bear had like pushed open the screen door and was like snooping around inside there, and she was heading to work and comes out the door. They come face to face, and that bear gets so scared that he like rips through
That is weird.
her mesh or her screen room like, and just annihilates it, and she's screaming trying to close her door, and I'm like, you just killed that bear with a heart attack because that bear was just looking for food. It was funny.
Yeah, black bears can be rather
Orange.
they can be interesting.
They're so funny.
I saw a video of a grizzly chasing a black bear up a tree. Yeah, grizzlies are no joke, man. I mean, I don't know, Flavia, isn't there a difference between a grizzly and the Kodiak?
I mean, cougar or Florida panther. They're all. I mean,
I think you said they're all the same.
Those are all, but you know.
I just wasn't sure if I wasn't sure if a Kodiak, because you're breaking up a little, Flavia. I wasn't sure if a Kodiak was just a different locale, but it is a brown bear. But I didn't know if grizzlies were bigger than Kodiaks. I know the largest is a polar bear, I believe.
Yeah, but that may have been a hybrid that was over normal weight of a polar bear, even.
Right.
Some of those bears in the would get pretty large.
Yeah, I wonder, man. I was always wondering because I always see something talk about Kodiak this and I don't remember if it was just a locale thing, an interesting thing. Even up in South Dakota, if you remember, Flavia, there's no native bears there.
And you know the interesting.
Can't hear him.
And do business. I don't know if you can hear me or not.
Yeah, you're going in and out, Flavia. I can't hear you.
Sorry about that. But the thing that always frightened me about bears is they eat you alive.
Oh yeah,
The hognose.
You watch them.
Yeah.
As they start to eat you slowly.
Yeah.
Like the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they say he said Michael said polar bears stand 6 feet at the shoulder, but I remember I'm trying to remember his name at SeaWorld. He was no joke, man.
Bill.
No, he's big. It was before that.
It was before Bill?
It was like Samson or something. He was humongous. And he would never look at anybody. He was just really odd. And I remember him standing up against the glass, and I think his shoulders were a little bit bigger than
6 foot sounds small.
Yeah.
Maybe 8 foot.
Yeah, I mean, they're giant, Michael, giant. Black bears will eat you alive. Grizzlies don't. Polar bears will too. I don't know, man. I've seen grizzlies chewing on people that have survived, like that hunter. He tried to eat him, and then he gave up. But he ripped flapped his whole face off, and remember, he was holding it together, Flavia. He took a video. He was like, I just got attacked by a bear. Remember his eyeball right now? Yep. Klondike and Snow. I remember when they were born in Denver.
Yep. And then they were sent to SeaWorld.
They ended up going to SeaWorld. I hear Brittany sent me an awesome picture of 2 trainers surfing killer whales. That was really cool, Brittany.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was cool stuff.
Do not get me started about that. Granted, that photograph was taken prior to like the court, like the whole thing that went down after, of course, Blackfish came out or whatever. But and I recently was at SeaWorld and saw that killer whale, the baby, is full grown, almost full grown now. I mean, it's in its, larger state 10 years later or whatever. But when I saw that, I agreed with several of the comments because they're like, why did you black out the trainers' faces? Like, the trainers need to be shown for what they did. That's animal cruelty no matter what to an 18-month-old orca.
Yeah.
You really shouldn't do that. That is just
That's what you're saying?
sick and disturbing. You don't just stand.
Yeah, but we have the same idiots. And now you're going to get me on stupid people. You have the same idiots that if you put a child on the back of a Galapagos or an Aldabra, they're like, it hurts it. It hurts it. And then I think to myself, listen, motherfucker,
That's
there's
different.
a 700-pound male in there, fucks the shit out of that tortoise all day. 700 pounds. Brr, brr, banging the shit out of it. And that bitch is sitting there eating grass. So don't tell me a 30-pound child is hurting the fucking tortoise's back. I hate it when I hear that.
No,
You have
that's
to be the stupidest. Where's your logic?
That's different though than this. This was like, you could tell this was not right. You could see the pressure of the trainer's feet on the weight of the back of the
Yes,
baby.
because it's a rostrum area and it's blubbery, but I don't know.
And I disagree.
I mean, if the killer whale clearly
Huh?
was okay, clearly the killer whale could have moved. if it was in that much excruciating pain and thrown that fucking trainer across the room, correct? I'm just being the devil's advocate. I'm not saying I agree with it or disagree with it. I'm just saying that there's all kinds. That's like saying people shouldn't ride horses.
I get you. But again, it was on the weighing scale. So the pressure of the weight on the back of this whale didn't allow it to be able to move in any kind of fashion. So this trainer, who is probably about 220, is on the back of this poor little whale, smashed on like the weighing
He
scale.
probably wasn't 220.
He's
He
not
was
in
probably
the
a buck
water.
65 if he was that.
You can
They
see
look like Prince.
the guy in the picture. You can see
Most of the whale trainers were tiny, petite men.
that's not a tiny petite guy. You can tell in the picture it's not a tiny petite guy.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I'm gonna
Pictures
look
are
it up.
weird.
I wanna see if
I
he's
see a lot of
funny.
pictures. I'll tell you what I see. I see a lot of pictures on Facebook of people in here, and then I meet them in person, and I'm thinking I'm stuck in Willy Wonka, the Charlton factory, dude. So you're like, wow, that's a big dude. They walk out, hey guys. And you're like, what the fuck? Looks like
I'm
they're
just
carrying a paint can and it's just a Coca-Cola can. Believe me, pictures can be deceiving.
I get that, but this particular picture, even just observing it and looking at it, it just is not right. I'm sorry. I don't care how cool you think you are as a trainer. There's certain things you just don't do, and that's just something you just don't do. Sorry.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I like to know all aspects, but
Get me
because
angry.
people paint pictures of shit.
I'm gonna get
Does he really look 220 pounds to you?
No, he's definitely not 220.
Nah.
okay.
I mean, I weigh
Holy shit! Hold on a
6
second.
foot
I've got another stream coming in. I'm trying to see. I do not see a picture yet. I just see a name, so I'm going to wait till I get a picture. Well, go ahead, Flavio. What were you saying?
I was just saying, I'm 6'1", about 210 pounds. I don't know how big that little whale was, but I don't think I would get in the water with some whales.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, Bite Force has just entered the room.
Oh, Justin,
all I caught was that.
So what I was
Flavio
just talking
said
about,
mess with some
Justin, was
whales.
is it really bad if a child sits on the back of a Galapagos tortoise that's 900 pounds and goes for a ride? Is it really hurting the tortoise, Justin?
For okay, so we're talking about a 900-pound tortoise. and what
Bro, I will
somebody's
stand on the
child-
back of my 200-pound Selcutta and he will walk me across the yard.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with.
I've seen that.
No, that's not gonna be a problem because if you really think about it, what people don't understand is like, dude. Remember when we picked up the big tortoise when my kid just about freaked out and everybody in the neighborhood thought we were stabbing?
I
over the
certainly
side of her
did, and
yard?
they thought we were murdering a child in a yard. They thought
Yeah.
Epstein was visiting. Yes, I remember.
So remember the biggest mistake that people make, which I made that night, is so Troy got the one side and I got the other to lift it up, and I put my fingers in the hinge
Ooh.
right where the arms go. And you know what happens after that? You get your
Watch it.
fingers destroyed. So if you pick up a tortoise, even a sulcata, and you pick it up, like if you pick it up by the hinges, by the back legs or the front legs, and they close those legs up, they literally crush your
Heck
fingers.
yeah,
They have
rip
so
your
much
finger
power
off.
in those legs. Yeah. So the power in those legs and the carapace and the shell, the way it is, you're talking about a 900-pound tortoise and a kid. I'm going to have to go on a limb and say that
Justin and
that
I
tortoise
could ride
is not
together.
gonna care.
Justin and I and Flavio and Jeff could ride together on the back of a Galap, and he wouldn't even know.
Honestly, how do you guys know that we haven't?
Exactly. But I mean, I was talking about it because we hear it all the time. Like, oh, look what they used to do at Disney. And you see like a child when we were kids, when we were like young kids, right? Like 10 years old, 8 years old. We'd go to Gatorland and ride on that big tortoise there. That was something you got to do there when we were little. Now
Yeah.
they show pictures of it like you just murdered the Pope. It's unacceptable. So
wait, where did this come from though? Who's complaining?
we were just talking in general because somebody was standing on a killer whale and they thought it was abusive.
It was
Somebody
an
was standing on a killer. Okay, so I can go into
Surfing.
detail. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
All right, so I can go into a little bit of detail on this because my father and my uncle, way back in the day, did the Miami Seaquarium. So my father was the lead trainer on the sea lions, and
Hey, Heidi.
my uncle worked the whales. And let me tell you what, if a whale is letting you do what you're doing, if you're doing the training correctly and stuff like that, and I know there's like so much hypocrisy and so much stigma after the blackfish came out and all that stuff, and we can't give them enough space and all that good stuff, but if you're consistently training and doing that stuff and a killer whale is allowing you to stand on it, number one, it's a killer whale. It's just like somebody sitting on an elephant. That elephant is not, you're an ant on that elephant, period, end of story. And then on top of that, if that killer whale wants to, he can kill you in seconds flat, period, end of story. And they used to have one, I forget what the name they called it was, but my uncle is he's a Cuban guy, and he doesn't scare easily. However, there was this one killer whale that would terrify him, because what he would do is he would go for, like, for the guys that were cleaning the tanks, he would go for the tag of your wetsuit, right? So if you had a little tag on your wetsuit and you forgot to cut it off, he would wait till you got to the surface, and he would grab you by his little tag. So he'd take his little lips and he would grab you by the tag and then sink you to the bottom. And then he would stay over top of you. And if you tried to go right, he would go right. If you tried to go left, he would go left. Then right before you ran out of air, he'd light you up. And then as soon as you caught your breath, he'd drag you right back down by your tag. So
yeah, that was very common. Justin, that's common. I know a bunch of killer whale trainers. And they said those whales would make them tap out on the bottom.
Oh yeah, dude. They're not stupid. They're
extremely
intelligent.
The dolphins will do it too.
A dolphin will rail you to death.
I've had my share of that.
I think
everybody wants
all those whales.
And well, let me tell you this too. Like, everybody makes fun of the whole dolphin raping thing. That's not a joke, man. A dolphin in breeding season will rape the shit out of you, or try to, at least. Like, believe it or not. Like, that's a real thing. That happens.
They're smooth, man. Cadillac style.
So.
No, the picture in question that he was talking about was, there was like, I would say at least Flavio's height and weight then. Easy. This guy was about your size, Flavio. On the back of an 18-month-old orca that was basically up perched for the scale. It was sitting on the scale, waiting to be weighed. And the trainer jumped on the back for
out of water?
Out of water on the
a little bit.
Not even
they could still move. I just looked at the picture.
Its whole head was under the water, and you could see it's almost like smushed by the weight.
I'm glad you got that joke, Michelle.
Mother that's sitting next to it on the whale, or on the scale.
Yeah. So why are they standing on the whale while he's on the scale?
It's a photo op to show that they're surfing the whales at SeaWorld.
That's awesome. Justin would surf a whale.
So
Flavio, Diane would tell me stories. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw Craig's comment. Yeah, Diane, we knew Diane really well. She's the granddaughter of the founder of Gatorland, and her husband, which is a CEO now, that he was a killer whale trainer. So he used to tell me all kinds of stories, and that's where I kind of learned a lot of my training from, was all the SeaWorld guys. I figured if you train crocodiles, learn how to train whales.
Same shit.
That's probably the same thing. Actually, crocodiles are probably a little bit easier than those whales. I'll tell you what, cats and whales, those things are scary.
Well, dude, like, that was a lot of my background as my uncle and my father. So, and it truthfully, like, yeah, the killer whale, probably the most dangerous thing you could possibly work with. I know it looks cool in SeaWorld and stuff, but those guys are in danger every second they're in the water with those whales.
Smart.
If they have a bad day, you're at the mercy of that. Look at the one that dragged that dude all around, and I mean, people have been killed left and right. But on the other end of that, for what Brittany was asking, for me, like, I don't know, like, if the trainers are doing it and they're doing it part of the show, okay, but like, is it a photo op for the regular general public to go stand on a whale?
No,
it used to be.
It was a behind-the-scenes picture that they took during the time
of trainers doing it.
Mother.
Yeah.
And this is a young whale. I mean, a young whale is still giant, but
18-month-old whale.
Yeah.
18-month-old whale, so it's probably 500, 600 pounds.
Justin, I just sent it to you.
I won't be able to look at it because I'll totally.
But you will later, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I want to say is that I understand that, and now Flavio will understand what I'm saying, because we deal with it a lot. So will you, Justin. Especially in the industry that we're a part of. People will take pictures of things and they will fabricate it to look like something that it's not.
Absolutely.
100%. There was like where we're, Justin would sit on Blackie, his alligator, and scrub its teeth and all kind of stuff. That alligator loved Justin a lot. And when I use the word love, I mean it was very affectionate to him. I've got a whole video of him giving him a bath and stuff. And then I've seen a lot of knockoff videos of other people, Johnny Come Lately, start to do it. But somebody was saying, "Oh man, sitting on that like that, you this is wrong, and you'll break its back and all this kind of stuff." So people take pictures of stuff and then they try to make it
It's their own
to
content.
fit their stupid agenda.
Well, it's their own narrative. It's what they want it to be and stuff. And that's like, that's the more of the side of the activist thing or whatever. Somebody said something to me about my owl the other day. They were like, I don't like to see owls in captivity. This is wrong. I'm upset. And I was like, you're more than welcome to be upset. I was like, but he doesn't live in Florida. If I set him free here, he's going to die. Like, it's not how this works or whatever. He's not even part of this country. Like, this is a captive born and bred baby. All he knows is people. And so, but I'm sure the person had taken whatever photo and then probably spread it across whatever the hell just to be like, and it's me literally.
Everybody's a savior.
Yeah. Well, it's me snuggling the owl and stuff like that. Well, everybody's a savior in their mind, but really what it does is it puts more stigma on stuff that people don't really understand. So it's like PETA in a sense where it's like a very blind, it's a blind following. It's exactly what it is. It's like, yes, you have a cause, and I understand the cause, and truthfully, like, I don't disagree with, like, their acronym, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. Yes, I think that people should treat all animals ethically, and all animals are living, breathing things. We all do this stuff on a daily basis to take care of the animals to the best of our possible ability. However, PETA is just a massive front for a lot of money and a lot of fucked up. I mean, basically, in a nutshell, it's a bunch of corrupt bullshit. And to my knowledge, more animals are put down per capita per year from PETA just because their thought process is they're better off dead than with somebody inside of an enclosure. But if you own a dog or a cat and he's in your house, the dog's in an enclosure, period, end of story. He can't open the door himself. So if he wants to go to the bathroom, he relies on you. If he wants to eat, he relies on you. So people can have a dog, cat, or even some other exotics that can live inside the house, and they'll claim that it's not in an enclosure, but the fact of the matter is that it is. Whatever size your house is, that's the size of the enclosure, because if it can't feed itself, if it can't shit wherever it wants to, if it can't do whatever it wants to, it's inside an enclosure. So somehow we have this disconnect of where it's okay to do it to dogs, it's okay to do it to cats, it's okay to do it as long as you give it the entire house or whatever. But it's not okay to do the same thing outdoors in an enclosure. And I think a lot of it has to do with as soon as bars go up or a fence goes up, that's why they've come more creative with creating enclosures that you can kind of see through where there's still the barrier, like that vanishing mesh stuff. I love it because it creates this feel where it's not really an enclosure. You get less complaints. But a lot of that shit is bullshit, man. Like you're going to say that to me, but I know that you have a dog in your house or a cat in your house. You're doing the same shit. You just feel better about it because,
or a bird,
or a bird, or a parrot, or whatever the hell it is. Except for your parrot's going to be in your cage at home, dude. Like my bird sits on my couch at the house, like so, no different than my dog. But I think you're right. I mean, people take things and they run with their own narrative, and then they'll use pictures completely out of context. So depending on, like, I haven't seen the picture yet. Like, I don't know. Maybe I would disagree with it just because of the way the picture was taken, or like, I don't know. I would have to see the picture. So, but like, I don't think, regardless of anything, I don't think even a full-grown human being, I don't even think Brock Lesnar could fucking hurt a killer whale standing on top of it. Now, whether the thing likes it or not is a completely different story. But
it's unethical. Is it ethical? That's the question.
Yeah, I would say
that's
like
really what it comes down to.
Yeah, I would say to a certain extent, like we don't do things for funsies. You know what I mean? Like there's certain things we do, and if it's certain procedures, like if we have to have vet stuff done, yeah, we do make jokes and stuff like that. But like it's a serious thing, so we take it as seriously as possible. I think once you lose sight of that and you stop taking it seriously, and then it becomes like, I just want this cool picture just to have this cool picture, then yeah, then if you don't have a reason to do it.
Let me ask you this, Justin. It's going to be a classic question for you. You should expect it's coming. When I catch Daniel with his pants down trying to dick pop an alligator, is that forcefully molesting the alligator, or is that okay to do? Like, I mean, I want to know because I want to know if it's molestation. Is it exposing himself? I mean, I want to know, is that torture?
Is he filming it, or is he just taking a picture of it, or is it in his own private?
No, man. We caught him the other day trying it, and I just wanted to know if the alligator was being suffering, or was
Are
it
you
like
are
a
you
game of
fucking
cat
with
and
me right
mouse?
now?
Like he might get the worm, he might not.
I mean, honestly, okay. So first of all, like if there's pictures of it and it gets out, then yeah, you're gonna get in some trouble. you're gonna get in some trouble for that. But for me, like,
Is that a
just
law
knowing,
though? Is that
I don't know. That's what
or
I'm
is it a
asking.
Bro,
moral
that-
code?
Can you
I'm
dick
gonna
pop?
go ahead and say
I got a
I'm
question
gonna go
for
ahead and
Justin.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that like that's not gonna be a law. Like that's not gonna be written in law, but it would be if something happened. However, I will say this before you ask me the question. I will say this. Having to do that, if that was actually done or whatever, you're literally putting your own dick on the table that could not come back with you home. So if you're willing to risk that, I think it would be a fair game because the alligator has the advantage. He doesn't care that there's a dick in his mouth. He's just going to eat it anyway or spit it out, one or the other. At the end
So
of the day, he's got the advantage.
I know, but the question is, Justin, if it's hard, it could get ripped off. If it's limp, then it may just be chewy and stretch a little
I
bit.
don't know. I saw Cody almost get his dick up by
Yeah.
Well, we all know how much Daniel loves alligators, Flavio. So 9 times out of 10, he's going to have a true saber.
Well, I think if he spills his seed first, then it may help him out a little bit, and he may have.
I mean, he better blind that thing with his seed is what he better do because
Try it with a strap on first. Do a strap on first, Daniel, just to do the test run.
I'm just saying, like, let me just
Well,
put
you
it
know
this
what?
way, bro.
He will be a fucking star, bro. He's already known as Gator Finger. So
Oh,
he will
there
be
you
a
go.
star, bro, if he pulls that off. That's all I got to say.
That's impressive.
Well,
I wouldn't
if he
do
pulls
it.
it off,
Dude, if
he'll
he
be
pulls that off and he gets back like that, so he said it's a push forward, pull back, clinch.
Yes.
If he makes it, that's it, Justin.
You
I
know,
think
for the sake of
Well, then
safety,
he would
I'm
have
buying
to
him a
be.
strap on.
Okay.
yeah, that thing would
I would-
twist
I
so
would
fast
just
you
say,
pull his
at that
asshole
point,
out.
Listen to Flavio.
Yeah,
I
so
just
he was
want the picture of
talking to
it
Danny
stressed
Duncan.
out.
He said fuck Danny Duncan, but he was talking to Danny Duncan about fingering alligators. And then Danny asked him if he could finger his alligator. And he said no. And then Danny said, oh, you're protected. No one's fingering my fucking gator. And so then it went out a week and it was like 2 million views of the gator finger. So Daniel is the true in that video. He's gator finger. 2 million people saw it.
Wow.
It was
Little
awesome.
Dan or
Like,
Danny
he's
Duncan?
fucking legit
Jeez.
famous for that.
Yeah, you put your
Dude,
dick in
little
a gator's
Danny or
mouth,
Danny
not a
Duncan?
gator finger anymore.
Danny Duncan was out there. But he was talking to little Daniel at the park, man. Lightsaber Daniel.
Oh, so
Yeah.
little
And,
Daniel put his finger in.
No, he
Daniel,
was
I'll
talking
get
about
you
how
a lightsaber strap on, and that way you can practice with that first, and then
it would be the
get your
fucking. I
technique
mean,
down.
I bet there is one
Yeah.
somewhere. It's
like Michelle said, if it was a baby, it might be. Danny asked me to finger his tiny friend, and I said, "No, it's too small. To tell the gender." Oh, so Danny brought a little person out there with him, and when Daniel was talking about sexing alligators, he asked him if he would sex the little person with his finger, and Daniel got weird and said, "No, he's too small to tell the gender." It was fucking, it's all on the video, dude. It's all on there. I'm not gonna. I don't really want to say where it was because it's not good for PR. But
So,
it was
wait,
actually
Dan-
pretty hilarious.
So Dan the man, so lightsaber Dan came up with that with the little person was like, no,
Yes.
he's too small to tell the gender.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, he's too small to
God,
tell the
bro.
gender. Like straight up, just it's on the
At
video.
least he came quick. He came quick with it. I'll give him that, bro.
He did. But he's known as Gator Finger. That's the best part, dude. Like that's his name now.
Am I seeing Mr. Jeff Goldblatt in the middle?
You are, man.
Yeah, that's Jeff.
You just noticing me now. Actually, I'm. I
I
don't know if you
I
read it,
keep
but I'm
hearing the
Timmy
voice,
Rifle.
and
See
I'm
what
like,
his name said? His name says Timmy Rifle.
Timmy Rifle.
Yeah.
I can't read any of that stuff because I don't know how to full screen it, and I'm driving, so I'm like double tasking at the same time. So we were trying to get done a little sooner because I was going to come on for the whole thing, and I just left. So I know I heard your voice. I was like, I think that's Jeff, but I can't see shit. You guys just look like blobs. So I can only hear voices. So I think I'm going to say we got Brittany, Flavio, Jeff, Joe, and Troy, right?
Yep.
Am I correct on that?
That's
And
his
Okay.
Justin James Igualada. I don't know if you knew who he was.
All right. that was at
Daniel
least-
said, Justin, I'll you Saturday, boo.
Tell him to learn fucking to speak English, man.
Right? He's gonna put.
Well, out there though, man.
Because
He's not really. He's
Yeah, I know what he wants. He wants to fight me with lightsabers, bro. But like the fact of the matter is if you want me to fight you with a lightsaber, bro, like
There's no rules, Justin. No
Are we
rules.
still talking about strap-ons?
rules?
Or-
Yes.
well,
Yes,
that's
Jeff.
my point. Like if the only way that I'm
need to see
doing
that
it
fight.
is if it is lightsaber strap-ons, I'll do that. I'll sword
There you
fight
go.
like that.
I don't think so. I think you ought to do like the old movie, The Groove Tube, and you ought to put glow-in-the-dark condoms on and flying around the
Oh,
dark.
dude, I used to love that movie.
All right, let me tell you what. Dan doesn't even know what that movie is.
I know he
Speaking-
doesn't. He
speaking
doesn't
way
know.
out
He
of
doesn't
turn.
know.
no
Oh my
way.
God, Daniel, you can do it, man. I think it'd be great.
Now he's gonna have to do his research. He's gonna go.
It wouldn't be a sword fight. It would be just a mushroom slap in his face. I mean, that's not fair because he's only knee high to you. So, like, he was swinging his dick around and smack you in the thigh. That's not even fair.
That's why I have the upper hand. But you know what, dude? This guy's
A lot
got
more
the
than
force.
the upper
So
hand.
either use the force or don't, bro. Yoda was 2 feet tall and he seemed to figure it out. So if
There
Dan
you
can't do it, then obviously I'm the ultimate fucking battle when it comes to the force, man. And I'm gonna use my lightsaber dick. So that's the only way I'm doing it. I'm not doing the regular lightsabers, bro. I can't do the cosplay.
Remember,
but what I
man.
will do,
Remember, Dan, you're coming out of Cadillac with that Nissan, motherfucker.
you're coming at a Cadillac with a fucking Fiat. Is what you're
No,
doing.
he drives a Nissan. It's all right. Oh, he said he's fighting Stacy. He's fighting Corey. He doesn't know it yet, but I'm fighting Corey's little friend. Well, Corey
Is he
might not
just
take his
setting
pants
up
off.
battles, bro?
Is he going to wear Yoda ears, or is he?
I didn't know that Corey had a little friend. I didn't know Corey'd be taking his clothes off at this party. I may have to try to make it.
Which
There you go.
Corey?
Corey's coming out. I can't even say Corey's last
He
name.
looks like Captain Caveman.
He does. I love Captain Caveman, dude. Oh my God, that's awesome.
Wait,
you know what? That's
what
a new
Corey?
skit for you, Corey.
What Corey looks like Captain Caveman?
The
Try
Corey that
and say
works.
his last name.
Corey that works for us has like super long. He has like super long hair, like the Nelson.
Oh,
brothers.
okay. Yeah. Yep. I think I met him last time I was there. Got it. All right.
Justin has
Wait,
never
so
met
is everybody
Corey. He said,
going out
that's
there?
all right. That's all right. You'll meet him. Corey's a good kid. You'll have fun with him. He does look like Captain Caveman, though. That's fucking righteous.
So is everybody going then to this thing? Or?
I won't be
I'm
there.
going.
Flavio will be there. You'll have Flavio, but that's all you need.
I'm supposed to have some lady fucking canceled a birthday party at the beginning of the month and then moved it to the 25th. I did not know that Croc Fest was the 25th. I thought it was the 28th for some reason. I thought it was July 28th. So now I'm going to have to push some other people to go do her show because I'm going to have to go down there to deal with the Croc Fest. So I'm going to go down there. What's everybody's take on the old, I just want to take a bet on, like, I know there's going to be Florida people there, so all the locals know the deal, right? Anybody that's down there knows the deal. But I want to take a bet on people that come from out of state, and I want to know how long they're going to last when the lights start to go down.
Oh yeah.
Because you know what happens.
Flavio
in
said
mid-June.
they have fans. Flavio said they have fans.
They
Yeah.
better have fans that fucking have like jet propulsion to get these pterodactyl-sized mosquitoes away from you, bro. Because I don't care how many fans you have, bro. You're gonna be eating and swallowing mosquito. You're gonna be fucking getting carried away like Mary Poppins, bro.
Yeah, as long as we get some rain, we'll be all right.
Did we lose Brittany?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brittany popped out. She's in Tennessee, so she might have lost signal.
Oh,
Got squashed.
We
But
had
anyways,
it years back, Justin,
Bro.
down there, and it wasn't so
Is
bad.
that- What, do you have a dick in your face, dude?
I do. It's a big furry dick.
I just see this thing
Yeah,
keep
just
wobbling down.
lob that
I'm
one
sorry,
over
Flavio.
didn't
I
I?
missed that whole question, Flavio. because I
Daniel
kept
saying
just-
that it's
Oh, I
going
said
to
we
be
did it years ago, and it wasn't that bad down there. The mosquitoes weren't bad.
it's Jurassic
Did you
World
do-
Dominion Croc Fest edition, which means it will suck because
That's
Croc Fest,
that's gonna suck.
dude, Jurassic Park was the worst movie.
I
Dominion was
heard.
the worst,
Everybody keeps telling me this, dude. Everybody
worst
keeps telling me.
garbage
Bro, it's
I have ever seen in my life, and
Well, I'm
it's
glad
horrible.
this has been solidified like 20
You know,
times.
I've only seen the first Jurassic Park.
She's back.
Never seen any of the rest
Don't
of
see any more, Flavio. Leave it at that.
doesn't make a
I,
difference.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
first one
it
was-
wouldn't matter because that Dominion was worse. Joe was snoring. I was passed out. It was
It
horrible.
was horrible.
You guys
was
went to
like-
the theater? Just
It
to
was
go to
about
see
big
it?
grasshoppers and like there was one cool scene where the guy was dressed up on a horse chasing down dinosaurs in the snow. That was cool. The rest of it was just fucking garbage.
That was like the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, well,
Trash.
I've heard literally everybody that had seen it was severely upset. And they were like, "Are you going to go see it?" And I'm not anyway. I don't go to the movies anymore. So I just wait for that shit to pop out. And if it did that terribly, I'm sure I'll see it on the streaming apps here in a couple of days.
The first
Yeah.
three are the only ones you need to see, Corey said. They ran with it too long, man. It's too long.
First
When
three,
you take
there's,
something that
there's only
far,
three
man,
out
you
right
just you run out of shit and you take away the excitement. It's too long.
Well, they should have stuck to the original plot. And I heard they brought like some of the original cast back into it. And that's the only reason I wanted to see it, only because Jeff Goldblum is fucking hilarious and
Oh, I thought you were
pretty much
talking
everything he
about
does anyway.
I mean,
Oh, Jeff Goldblum,
I'm
Jeff Goldblum,
hilarious,
it's the
too.
same shit. It's literally the same shit. So
I'm not that
You guys
tall though.
It's awesome.
Yeah, there's
I think
6
it's a
of them,
bit
Justin.
more
That's
tattooed,
just too
too.
many.
That's true.
there's 6?
Yeah.
You know, like
three,
you gotta
there's
take.
six.
Let's think about this for a second. Wait a minute. Remember the movie E.T.?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was
Imagine if
only
they
one.
had 27 E.T. movies. It would just fucking ruin it.
Well, you can't. You can only have one ET, bro. Yeah, that was it. In and out. You're done. That's it. If you tried to make a sequel to ET, I wouldn't watch it anyway.
But I know on what is it, August 12th, they're bringing E.T. back into the theater because that's its anniversary, 40 years or something like that.
Yeah, but they're gonna do the original, like
Are they
maybe
gonna have
remaster
40
it or
years,
whatever.
Jeff.
Jeff. When I was watching Top Gun, and it was like 40 years ago, I'm like, good goddamn.
Yeah,
It's almost
we're
40
old.
years old.
You know they took the guns
Wow.
out, right?
What's that?
They took the guns out of ET and they replaced them with walkie-talkies when he's taking off on the bicycle, and all the FBI guys have their shotguns and stuff. Watch it now. They did. They replaced it years ago. True story. Google it.
Bro, you know what, dude? Let me tell you what, dude. Our country
That's right,
doomed.
Corey.
Our country's doomed, bro.
With fingering
We're like,
gators.
well, here we are talking about
Guys.
fingering gators. Say what?
I said I'm gonna bail on you guys. I'll see you this weekend.
Go ahead, Flavio.
Yeah,
I'll see you
yeah.
soon, buddy. I'll see you this week.
All right, big guy.
Hasta la vista, homie. Thanks for popping in.
All right, man.
So, we sit here and we talk about fingering gators. We got Dan telling the little guy you're too small to get sexed and all that stuff. And it's funny, dude. And like, there's like at a certain rate, like I feel like, dude, comedy is like a relief for everything. And what's funny is I was watching, I forget what it was, it's some documentary, and it's literally called Can We Take a Joke? And it goes through this whole thing about how like our society has gotten to the point where nobody can take a joke anymore. And like it goes all the way into like the very first dude that ever started to do stand up that got arrested multiple times, and then shit lightened up, and then it seems
Lenny
like we're
Bruce.
backtracking and going backwards now to the point where now we can't say anything anymore, do anything
Correct.
anymore, even if it's just out of pure just a joke. It's a joke, man. Like I don't know why people can't take a joke anymore.
Nobody can take a joke anymore.
No, but then like we're
We're far
removing
too
the guns.
idiocracy with that shit, dude.
Yeah, but we're taking guns out of ET and stuff. Like what?
It's
Some
ridiculous.
kid's gonna watch ET and then shoot up something? Man, there's fucking shootings every single day, and I guarantee you they didn't watch ET and then they were like, you know what? Time to go.
those guys had guns.
Those
You
were
know what's
children on
funny?
those bicycles.
If a kid beat somebody to death with a walkie-talkie after watching the new ET,
No, that would be like some poetic justice right there.
definitely.
Why'd you do it? I watched ET and it just
I
triggered
watched
me.
ET and he face whipped somebody with the antenna.
Now, Dan, you know what I'd like you to help Dan with, Justin? He needs
What's
to
that?
finger something. You know what he needs to really be fingering, and you need to help him out.
That could be a YouTube channel, Dan Fingers
Listen,
Stuff.
that,
Oh man, that's called like in what was that? Freddie Got Fingered.
Oh, there you go. Danny got
Listen,
fingered.
we're talking
But
about
Daniel, you need to do some fingering, man, and then
Yep.
you can put a sandwich bag around your hand and save it, and then you can sniff it from time to time. And
Could be the-
That's
remember
what
the
I'm
night that Justin took you and
fingering.
showed you what to do. What's that?
you say
I said it could be the Coyote Peterson of fingering. Just go find different animals, finger them all over the world.
I mean, it worked for Coyote Peterson.
Right? Finger wasps' nests, stuff like that.
Oh
Just
my
like
God, he would be
baffling.
famous.
He
Daniel would
would
be
be
straight up
famous.
fucking famous. Look at him. He said, "Oh Jesus Christ, I don't think you'd be fingering him."
Yeah, no, that was a long time ago, buddy. You would have had to be around a long, long time ago. I mean, we can make somebody that looks like him. Apparently,
I
you
heard
have
he's coming
somebody at
back.
your job.
Corey.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you have somebody at your job that quite resembles him if he's like Mr. Caveman. So we could go that route and like put a robe on him. He can maybe
Corey's
get
amazing, man. Corey's amazing. I gotta tell you his plan. So Corey has like this super nice ass. He'll tell you, And we lost Justin. But what he's going to do is he's going to do an OnlyFans page. And then at the very end of the year, he's going to reveal himself of who he is. Can you imagine? Everybody would be fucking sick. I love it, bro. It's the best plan I've ever heard.
Yeah, you got to document everything.
Man, we lost Jaybird, bro. He just dropped off. We were finally having a good time. We were getting vulgar. Now we're right back down to the dirty three.
Well, I love doing this show. I can say whatever the fuck I want.
I love doing it. It's a really good time. And you know what? I know Facebook will get mad at me again. They always do. We're broadcasting live, and they'll get upset. But it is what it is.
Yeah,
This podcast makes people believe I'm absolutely nuts, and I'm not about that shit we talk about. We know, Dan. We know.
Now I just blew my whole image of you, Dan, if you're not doing all that stuff.
I know. We thought Dan was cool. Now he's like just a regular guy with lightsabers.
You were my fucking hero, dude. Seriously.
Corey, you would make millions, bro. You'd make a ton of money. It has to be like OnlyFans / smuggling basketballs.
I'll promote it. I'll just tell everybody on all my social media there's a hot chick on OnlyFans.
It's an ass-only site. Ass-only. But in the end, in the reveal, when you do the drop, you have to let the whole equipment just drop in the back at the very end. By the way, guys, this is the real deal.
Unroll it.
Yep, just roll it out, dude. Let it fall. That would be the shit. And on that note, we're going to go ahead and end the Motley Croc show.
Why does it always come to the end when we're having fun?
Well, we'll start off wide open next week then if we want to do it with that. People really believe I have someone dress up as a frog and go to town. No, I don't think they do. But anyways, thanks for coming out to the show. We appreciate everybody checking us out and coming out and hanging out.
Thanks for having me.
We like it every week. Jeff, you're always welcome. You know that. We like that.
I appreciate it. I love it.
It was a good show seeing everybody come out. I want to thank everybody for visiting the show, communicating, talking, leaving comments, having fun, whatever it is you did. We appreciate it. We always do. We're here for fun. We're here for a good time, not a long time. So y'all have a here's the last comment. I'm going to leave it up as we sign off. I'm going to put googly eyes on my cheeks. You better learn how to twerk. Until next week, we'll see you all. Have a great week, guys. Have a good Croc Fest, and we'll see you after that. All right, y'all. Take care.